You're in a room and you've been brought there by a policeman. This room is the most secure place to interrogate prisoners in the whole of Japan. It is a place designated for death row inmates. And across from you sits Tazuru Kazami, the most beautiful person that you've probably ever met, yet probably the most deadly person you've ever met. She has killed 89 people and displayed them as works of art. She has numerous copycats, and only she can be used, and only she knows to find out where they are. The young man who is brought into this is terrified. Yappe! Good day everyone, and today we're going to be talking about Murdist. Murdist is a manga that's recently come out. It is by HANDA Hotori, and it's illustrated by the artist Yutaro. It is ongoing, there's only a couple of chapters out so far, and the story revolves around a young man, with him being taken by a police officer to this strange room. The girl's name is Tazuru Kazami, and he is the one she will only talk to. We don't know why yet, but without going into too many spoilers, it seems to be very, very linked to a missing elder sister. In the very first chapter, she decides to play a cat and mouse game. She's very like Hannibal Lecter, and if you've ever watched Silence of the Lambs or the scenes in Hannibal, the
morning
series with Mads Mikkelsen, she's very like that. She gives off that kind of superior air. She knows everything. She's smarter than everyone in the room, and yet she's been caught, and yet she's been interviewed, and yet she's being used by the people, the prosecutors. Yet she still has the ability to say, I want this person, only this person I will talk to solve the murders. And during this game, his sister goes missing. Oh no! And that's where I'm going to leave spoilers for now, because if you can basically read the synopsis, and that synopsis will be in the manga or the light novel if you decide to read the light novel. And it reminds me a lot of Do You Think You Can Run After Reincarnating Nissan? But it's not quite as bad as that one, in my opinion, simply because there's no incest, and well, her reasons for going after him are a lot more convoluted than you would think. I just hope that she doesn't turn out to be his elder sister in the end, because that would be just right up there with Do You Think You Can Run Out After Reincarnating Nissan? The artwork is really crisp and clean, and it's really clever. The game that Kazami plays with the young boy is extremely, extremely clever. She uses the yes-no game, and she refuses to play any other way. She knows that people are watching her. She knows that he's being prompted in the beginning, and she won't have any of it. And that's why I think it brings back memories of Hannibal. He doesn't want to play somebody else's game. She wants the person, or they want the person to play with that they choose. And the answers will be on their terms. Otohito is a very strange boy. He has maybe a dark past. We don't know too much about him yet. We know that he has a younger and elder sister, the elder sister being missing, the younger sister being used by the copycat just to talk to the Murdist. It is a really interesting manga, and it is one that I would say, if you like your suspense, if you like your suspense with maybe a bit of gore, but the gore's done in such a way that it's more artistic. So if you ever remember that, if you remember House of Wax, where the killer turns people into like wax dolls, it's very, very like that, with the murders being almost artistic, or Momo the Blood Taker, if you've ever read Momo the Blood Taker, with the vampire turning people into works of art. It's very like that, and maybe there's some crossing there. I don't know how old the light novel is, so I can't actually date which one came first yet, because there's very limited information that I can find about the light novel. Maybe it's only a web novel. As soon as I get more information, maybe I'll make a video where I will compare Momo the Blood Takers V with the Murdist. But I would probably have to wait until there was more content in the Murdist in order to compare the two individuals, because it's very similar. They're very similar serial killers. So one's obviously a vampire, but the Murdist we don't quite know. But I really like the eyes work in this manga, and I think that's the reason why I like it so much, because the Kazumi's eyes are very striking and very thought provocative. The boy Otohito is a rather run-of-the-mill protagonist character. He's very bland, he's very non-offensive at the moment. It's probably done on purpose, where characters are very bland and very not very special in their own way, because that way it makes them very easy to imprint on. But that's not necessarily a bad or a good thing, because we'll see how far things will go, how long this will get. Maybe it'll only be a little sequence of 6 episodes. We don't know yet. I really hope that it goes far, because we are lacking in Yandere stories, and I think she is going to turn into one at a later point, because she has definitely signs of one. And as I said, we're desperate for Yandere stories, especially after a few have been cancelled and due to ill health of the author. And of course I'm talking about My Killer Match. My Killer Match. That one is a manga that I will talk about soon, and I will talk about Wasted Potential. So that's my first manga, sort of like look-see for 2022. Going from now, I'm going to try and just do things that I like, things that I've read. There will be a few webtoons here and there sprinkled in. I'm reading a few, but I need to finish them before I make a video on them at the moment. But there seem to be a lot more in colour in webtoons, and I think some ways that's put me off them a lot. I quite like the black and white medium that a lot of mangas use. But there we go. So thank you all for your time. I've been Trix, and you've been all of you. Do take care of yourselves, and bye bye.